welcome to Brenda's Crafting. On today's video, we are going to do some calendar DIYs. So stay tuned and let's get started. Alrighty, this is DIY number 1, and you will need 4 frames to start your project. These ones are 3x5s. These are all available at the Dollar Tree. Alright, this is the truck calendar. This is sold out. You will not find it at the Dollar Tree anymore for 2022. This calendar is currently in my giveaway, and I will have upcoming giveaways with this calendar too. So this is just showing you what to do with some calendar projects, and so I'm excited to share it with you. All right, you can pick any picture that you like to do with your 4 designs that you will cut. I realized that I just wanted the truck, so then I started trimming it again. And then I decided, well, I better fold it in 4s again, so that way I can cut it and have a good cut line. So that's what I did. Okay, after I got it the way I wanted it, I started cutting it, and I just cut it right down the 4 sides. And I'm aiming for just the truck part, so I'm going to make sure the truck part is in the window of my frame. All right, I just took off the metal labels, and I just placed them on that cardboard that came extra in the calendar, so that way I won't lose them. And then I can probably even just cut that out and put that away if I need to. To make sure your pictures line up, it's probably best to use the picture that's inside the frame, and then you have a template to cut your frame. I put it on, and then I realized, oh no, one is higher than the other, so then I just kind of scooted it down and it worked. But if you use a template, it'll probably make your life a lot easier. On these frames, I could have chose to take off the backings of the sign, but I just decided not to, since I like to reuse and repurpose most of my items. So I just decided, not, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave the little hanging sign part in there, and I'll just use popsicle sticks to hold it together. Okay, I decided to do like a white wash effect to the frames, which is just basically a light coat of white paint, and then you just take a damp cloth and you just kind of go back over it, and it gives it like a whitewash look. And then if you have to, and if it's a little still too strong, you can sand it down too. That's optional. Okay, now I'm just going to take some popsicle sticks. I'm just going to glue the 2 boards together. I'm just kind of using the glue gun as a support as to hold it in while it dries. And then I just break off the sticks at the end. You just kind of score it with a knife, and then it just breaks off really easily. And there's the end result. It looks super cute. All right, this is DIY number 2. Woohoo! And look at this. This is an easy DIY. So they have these magnet strips at the Dollar Tree, and they're just meant to go on your refrigerator for keeping your schedule or writing down tasks. And I just decided to use them for my calendars and make them little magnets. So what a good way to reuse something. And if you even have, like, let's say maybe an old magnet and you just thought it looks not look good, but this is a good idea. You can put a picture on it. You can put a personal picture on it. Or you can do these calendar ones. They're really cute. So the paper on the back of them are a little thicker. So actually this turns out to be a really good DIY. So as you can see, this is so simple. All you do is peel off the sticker that's on the Dollar Tree one, and then you're just going to clip out the ones that you want. And even if it's a personal picture, you just clip it out, and you just use a little Mod Podge on the back of the magnet, and then you just stick it on, and then you'll Mod Podge one more time just to seal it. Before I Mod Podged it, I decided to decorate it by putting a little bit of gold trim on each one. And here's the gold pin, and it's just a crafter's square, like, gold marker pin. And I'm just using it and just doing little zigzags all around it just to make it look nice and full, and it gives it a nice little finished look. I also used the farmer's market calendar for this DIY because I just thought, oh my gosh, this is perfect for the fridge. So I'm just finishing it up. I'm just putting markers on every single one of them, and then I'm gonna Mod Podge them again and seal them off. And they're all finished. They turned out so super cute. I cannot wait to show you the results. Here it is on my fridge, and it's so super cute, and you could do it for every holiday or as many as you like. Okay, this is not a DIY that I did, but I just wanted to show you that you can also put them on the Dollar Tree crates. So that's another idea. Alrighty, here is DIY number 3. Woohoo, we're on the third one. Alright, DIY number 3 is easy, just like number 2 is easy. And these are just already pre-done, so all you're doing is just adding one little back of the calendar that you like, and I'm just going to choose something for fall, so I can put this even on a tier tray. Alright, if you are using the chuck, I would use the black and white puffo chuck, but if you're going to do a fall one, I did choose the orange buffalo or chuck one, just because it looked more fall and it went with it, and went on the farmer's market one on that calendar in the back, and it has a super cute picture, so I chose that one to put on it. And you can just put the pumpkin with this one and put it right on a tier tray. You don't even have to do anything extra. You could just make it that simple on a DIY. You can just do that. I just filled it in with a gold marker again just to make it finished. I even did the outside of the pumpkin just to make it look like it's going together. It just gave it a nice finished look. But since I'm putting it in a frame, I decided to double it up. And then I'm just going to glue it on to this part of the frame so it's kind of sticking out like a shadow box. And then I just Mod Podged it again. And there it is. There it is. I did a nice close up. There it is. It's so cute. The Mod Podge is drying, but it looks super cute. You will see the end results at the end. All right, now we are on the last DIY, number 4. And I wanted to get a big enough so I can actually do a whole calendar. So I did chose this one. It is from Farmer's Market again. I just chose the pumpkin one. I was excited when I saw this pumpkin one. I said, ooh, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? And then I thought about, I have an extra frame. I could actually cut out that pumpkin part. And so right now I'm just scoring down my board because it's a little too long. So I'm just cutting it. It took about seven or 8 strokes. But then it just bended right off and just flip right off. Okay, I decided to cut out all the dark pieces just because I already have dark walls and I want mine to stand out more against the dark walls. So I decided to cut out the whole pumpkin, and I cut the pumpkin sign out, and I have this old summer arrow that I used, and then I just cut the pumpkin out and I just cut all around it and trimmed it all up. So in this DIY I'm going to use scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. It is not from the Dollar Tree, but they do have Dollar Tree paper that is similar to this, so that you can use if you like to use all Dollar Tree. This paper was only 30 cents at Hobby Lobby if you get it on sale. Now you could put the wood grain sideways or going down. I decided to go downwards on mine just because it brings attention down to the pumpkins. So as you can see on this project, I used a lot of Mod Podge. I used a lot of Mod Podge in a lot of my projects on this DIY. So make sure you get a little bottle of Mod Podge at the Dollar Tree if you do not have some on hand. So they have these little cricket scrapers at the Dollar Tree, but you really don't need it. You can use even a popsicle stick. That's what I used to use before they had these little scrapers. I used to just take a popsicle stick and just kind of used it as a guider just to get all the bubbles out, or you just use your hands and use your fingers. So I Mod Podged the pumpkin side, and then I let it dry for a little bit, and then I Mod Podged it again. And then I decided, well, I was going to put the little farm on the arrow, but then I realized it's just a little too big, so I decided I'm going to put it on the bottom of my pumpkins. So it says Farm Fresh on the bottom. And then I'm gonna paint my pumpkin sign to try to blend it in. I tried to do the best I could. I didn't really have the colors on hand to completely match, but I just used what I got and blended it in. And then I just took a marker to finish it off. Here is the final results. They turned out all so super cute. I just love this little entryway and it just showcases my little DIYs all throughout my house. And I'm just happy to share this all with you. I'm happy to see my little family grow. And thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day. God bless. Take care.